Alright, so here we've got Lutz's new billet manifold that he got from Plasma Man, and on the O-rings here, they come out to this wider spot. I don't know if you can see that, and we had to cut them in because they were missing the cylinder head a little bit on his profiler head. So we got Steve here wrote a program, and now we're gonna cut the corners so we can put the O-ring in and it won't miss the cylinder head. So here you go, it's all done. I don't know if you can see it with the light, but you can see where we cut, and then you can see that space there. That's where the old O-ring path was at, and that's where the new one's at. And it was just coming down too far and missing the head because it's really radiused on the profiler head. So it should be all fixed up. Get this sent back to Jeff. Hey everybody, I always say that. Good morning. It is Saturday. Towards the end of January, I can't remember, 27th I think. Anyways, we're here on Saturday to work on my personal stuff, but I thought while I was down here I'd kind of give you a walk around and show you what some of the stuff we got going down at the shop right now. So I'll flip this thing around and show you what we got going. Owning a block. So this is a Ford FE that we made some changes for the guy. It was wore out, street build. But we're doing a ProFlow system. We've been really happy with those here lately. So that'll go on the dyno in a couple days. Got a little Triumph block we're tuning up for a guy. This is my block. This is why we're here today. Steve's on his way in, and we're gonna write some programs for it in our RMC 4-axis. And so that one, it's for me, which is nice, but two, then the shop will have the programs to lighten a Dart little M block. So we got some stuff marked out here, but all that's going away. I don't use motor mounts. We run a front plate. I don't run a fuel pump boss. We'll take all of that off. We got some stuff mocked up. We'll carve all this stuff off. It weighs 195 pounds, and we're going to see how much we can take out of it, but keep all of its structural integrity. Or most of it anyways. Walking around, let's see here. In the build room here, this is not going in a drag car, it's going in a drag boat, but it is a DRC E2. Just about done. It's going on the dyno next week. Intake manifold is right there, and its carburetors. Got to finish up some linkage and button this thing up. It's got kind of a cool daily oil pan that the dry sump pump mounts to, which is pretty slick. Gets rid of a lot of plumbing. Anywho, we have that. Got a Chrysler we're building for a guy. This here is a 410 sprint car motor. This is our house motor, or house engine, and we've got a little bit more work to refine it. I mean, it's making good horsepower, but not what we want. We want it to be a flagship, so we want a little bit more out of it. So it's going to go back on the dyno here shortly, and we're going to make some adjustments with the tune-up and some others, and see if there's any other changes we got to make. But it's a really, really nice piece, and we just want it to be the nicest piece we can make it before we set it out there. So like I say, it's January. This thing's gonna race in a local car, a local-ish car this year, and it should be pretty badass. It's got the latest heads and, you know, pretty much everything you can think of. Here in the dyno room, we just got done dynoing this one yesterday. This is a big block Ford 460 that we did for OBS Solutions. They've got a YouTube channel. They do a lot of stuff with Ford trucks and that's really what they're all about. Pop this dyno spark plug wire off so you can see the valve cover. So it's pretty cool. Steve engraved the valve cover with our logo and OBS Solutions valve logo, which looks pretty badass. But here's another ProFlow 4 system. We're really liking those for the street. They just work really well. They're easy to tune. The package is pretty price friendly. I mean, you get the intake, fuel injection, throttle body, distributor, computer. You Bluetooth it to your phone and download the app and tune it from that, and it's pretty simple to tune. It's self-learning, just like the Holley stuff. And you know, it's a $2,200 to $2,600 package depending on what you get and what engine it's for. So it's really not that bad when you consider it comes with everything except for a coil to convert whatever you got to fuel injection. That's pretty reasonable. And they've got standalone fuel injection systems for LS's, so they don't come with an intake manifold and that. They're pretty cheap. They're like $1,200 or $1,400, somewhere in there. Anyways, and you can do a standalone, so you don't have to use like a GM factory ECU if you're doing a motor swap or something like that, which is pretty cool. And anywho, that's most of what we got going on here. We do just about everything. I mean, we concentrate on race stuff as best we can. Forklift in our dirty room. There's a flathead Ford. That is a 632 all aluminum 632 that we were just checking out. They thought they had an issue. Even to big cat stuff. So main caps are ginormous on these things when you look at it with my hand holding a rod bolt. Or I mean a main bolt. I'm sorry, rod bolt. Anywho, it's early. I'm tired. But if I don't get it here on Saturday, I'm never going to get my own race stuff done so that we can go racing, plus get some stuff ahead on the shop. All right, so here in a little bit, I'll take some more video of whittling on this thing and see how far we get writing programs today. On this 460 we did for OBS Solutions, it's an iron head. It's a factory stock head, and for what this thing is, I mean, it's got some nice parts and pieces, but it's, you know, factory head, pretty decent intake manifold, not ProFlow 4. But here's the dyno numbers. She's making 543 horse at 5,600, and she is making 560 foot-pounds of torque at 4,400, 4,500, and a real pretty broad torque curve and nice horsepower curve. So ProFlow works pretty good. It's going to clean some of this up as it learns over time. It can only do so much learning on the dyno, but it's going to be a pretty cool little engine going in a truck. Hey everyone, so we're dynoing a little bit late tonight, trying to finish this motor up. DRCE2 block, 500 cubic inch, 500.5 actually. It's actually going in a drag boat. Pretty impressive looking drag boat. That's why you see, like, for these type of motors, usually they have a shorter runner than that, but we're looking for a little bit more torque for him as it's in a boat. But anyways, gonna run this thing up to 9 grand on this next pull. It's about all he's gonna do with it. We might go past that. It's got a pretty good curve going on so far, but anyways, there it is, and I'll shoot some video of making a pull on this thing. It wouldn't
load.
It won't let you until it goes below 3,000 RPM. So at first when it was still running up there, she's sticky, or
yeah,
you've got some shit. You're gonna have to fix that a little bit.
Yeah, I'm just gonna figure bolts on it.
Alrighty, so that made a pretty good pull. If you see a couple overlays here, so she's making 1,260 horsepower and 804, almost 805 foot-pounds of torque on our dyno. That's pretty good. Especially you could make, like say, the runner's a little bit longer, so you could make more horsepower, but his torque's kind of an important issue with this boat. So, anywho, it's looking pretty good. 1,260 horse. Hey, the next couple dyno videos you're going to see are of Ralph Van Papengen's comp eliminator motor. He came in to do some testing on some different things he had going on. Anyways, it's just a pretty cool little motor. It's 315 cubic inch, making over 800 horse. And so anyways, and we're zinging that thing from 8,800 to 10,200 RPM is when I'm killing it. So it's a little different pulling on those things with the stick. I mean, it's one thing to put them on this two-step in the car, but it's another thing to pull on the stick watching the motor from the dyno console. It's a little bit of me getting used to pulling on something at that high RPM. Anyways, hope you like it. We'll talk to y'all soon. Five was way better than 6. The wings screwed it off.
I'll be darned.
Yeah, I'm kind of. All right, ready? I think so. I mean, over our original. I never did change that though, but it didn't kill it.
Same deal, huh?
I think so. I think I overlaid the exact same. So let me open 8 and 9 were the two back-to-backs we just did. Get rid of 5, which was our best. 9, the one we just did, the one we did before.
Oh.
I don't know why it's going
down.
And it started to lose. That's not much, but it did lose a little bit of torque. But it's really not. I mean, overlay 5.
Well, at 9800, it started falling off.
Yeah, it's just kind of, it just,
Yeah.
here, I don't know what this is about, but,
Well,
and it went fat. Like a lot fat compared to what we've been running.
yeah, maybe we need to take that screen out of there.
I think your best shows the
Without-
setup you have right now without the screen was the best.
So how much is the screen? I mean,
How much is it killing it?
well, I mean, is it down 10 or?
Well, let's do the average. My problem is it's losing it more as you keep
High end.
going. So if he goes to it goes to 10.5, that it's diminishing return at is
Right, and especially since you're up there for quite a long time.
yeah, that's kind of where it's like. I mean, you look at those three graphs, and I'm doing whatever's happening in number 5. This screwed me up last time. It zipped up. It was like it was zipping up, and this time it didn't do that. But it looks like it's a tremendous amount. It's not. It's like 2, but